we're gonna finally take the monster trike for a test drive, and we're giving away this beautiful Polaris RZR Turbo R Ultimate. Head over to grindhardplumbingco.com for all the new merch and details. Every dollar you spend gets you an entry to win this beautiful machine. Chris, should we see what this thing can do? Yeah. Hello, gooses. Welcome to the shop, geese.
Grindhard Farm Co. at this point.
In order to be able to actually drive this thing, it needs brakes. I've spent the last little while holding this thing in different places and configurations, and I think the best bet is going to be to mount it right here. I was also thinking about mounting it way back here and using a push-pull cable to run it, but I think that's more complicated and more difficult and more chances of failure, which you don't want on your brakes. If it goes right here, you can see that if you push the brake pedal, moving that way, which is not the right way. We need this to move this way. Needed myself another little sleeve for the, whatever I'm gonna call it. Brake pedal, lever, arm, pivot, bell crank thing? That. Except with less words.
How far would you guess Edwin's gonna make it in that thing over there?
You know, I really don't know. He doesn't have a good track record, but he cares a lot. I would bet he'll make it farther than he did last time.
Oh yeah. That's pretty nice.
Just making my little mini teeny tiny tie rod for the brake lever system. Drill it the rest of the way through and then tap it on the other side. It is tapped on both ends, but way too long. And also I want one side to be reverse thread so that it's a proper adjustable tie rod. I need a jam nut for the other side. I have a reverse thread heim joint, but it didn't come with a jam nut. Look at that. What's the rate of speed for that tire? To go like 50 miles an hour, your rotations per mile are very few.
Right.
Actually, let's see. What is this thing? Well, the wheel's 54, the tire's around 80 inches in diameter. 251 revolutions per mile.
Wow, that ain't very...
Not very much. Your average car tire is like 800, 900 revolutions per mile.
I bet my Honda tire's like 2,000.
Well, no, it's probably not that high, but... So at 251 revolutions per mile, if you were going 60 miles an hour, that would be 250 revolutions a minute.
Right.
So even at 60 miles an hour, this is only doing 250 RPM. That's very slow. There we go. Bell crank. With many leverage options. Realistically, only like the two at the end are really usable, but I figured I'll just put them all in there anyway to make it look cooler and be, you know, less heavy.
You're so
Man, that's satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, and a good amount of adjustability.
And such a nice smooth action too. spiffy. Oh, that's nice. What a nice smooth brake. Oh yes. Ha ha, beautiful. Okay, so what do you think? Does that look better? Honestly, I think it looks a little weird. I could design one real quick, but it's more fun to find random scraps that look good. It's a little awkward. This bolt kind of sticks into your foot a little bit. It's not bad for me, but it's certainly gonna be a little uncomfortable for taller people because of how leaned back it is. It'd be nice if it was a little more forward. The reason it's not is because those footboards, when I designed them, if they were farther forward, they'd stick out past the front of the tire. The brake line supplies that I ordered are not here yet, so while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna design a plate that goes in here and holds the rear steer joystick and the return to center button, which says autopilot. I could have made this out of steel and welded it on, but I felt like this would look better. Look at that. Spiffy. I got a couple of the nuts on the back here tacked in place. The panel looks quite nice.
Might be nice having that panel removable so you can work on stuff behind it.
That's why I did it partially. Plus it just looks better this way, I think. So I was thinking about making a plug for this so that it could unplug, but then I realized I don't really need to because I have a plug down here and there's really no reason I would need to remove this switch from this panel ever unless it goes bad, in which case I'd need to redo the wiring anyway. Look at that. Nice and tidy, huh? So you know when autopilot is working. We're here at Harper Motorsports this morning because we're picking out a brand new giveaway machine. Look at that beauty. What a machine.
She's all yours.
Nice. Steven, listen to that.
Oh, that's
You hear that blow-off valve? That is nice. Couldn't feel it. That's insanely smooth. Yeah, it just...
Jeez, this is definitely the smoothest suspension I've ever felt.
Oh, by a mile.
That's nutty.
This is the new giveaway machine, in my opinion, by far the best thing we've ever given away. And we got tons of good new merch. Check it all out. My favorite so far, this shirt, super comfy, nice burgundy color, and you know, just build it. We got hats, we got sun shirts. Head over to grindhardplumbingco.com. Every dollar you spend gets you an entry to win this beautiful machine. It's only gonna get better. We're gonna put some wheels and tires on it. And every dollar you spend not only gets you an entry, but also supports us in doing what we love to do. Also, Harper Motorsports has a little bit of everything. If you'll notice behind me, there's a bunch of side-by-sides. Over there, there's some sweet trucks. They got RVs. They got the whole building in there is full of motorcycles.
Oh,
And-
so many motorcycles.
yeah, Steven's in love. He's, I don't know if Steven's coming back with us. I think he's just gonna stay here with the...
I'm coming back with you just on a brand new bike from in there.
Yes, yeah. They ship anywhere in the country. So check out their inventory online at harpermotorsports.com. Find them on Instagram, Facebook. They're a family-run business here in North Idaho, so if you're local, stop by and check out all the goodies. If you're not local, check it out online and they'll ship it right to your door. I'm waiting for the rest of my brake stuff to get here. I figured I ought to make the wiring for the gear shift a little less temporary, just to tidy things up. So I'm gonna work on tidying that up. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with the shifter, but I do know that it's gonna go somewhere in this range. There's really nowhere else that makes any sense. It seems to be their default is chew on whatever there is in front of them. Like, what is this new item? I don't know. Bite it and find out. Guess that makes sense. It's the only form of manipulation of objects they really have. As I was cutting this down, I remembered that I have a Subaru BRZ throttle pedal laying around from way back when we did the 2JZ Trike. This is considerably more compact, aside from the actual physical pedal, and much easier to modify because it has this metal bit, so I could just weld a little tab on there and make it pulled with a cable incredibly easily. And I have a plug for it. I don't want to waste the pins and actually crimp the wires on, but if I put the plug in there, I can shove the wires in there and test it. I have no idea if the computer will recognize the signals from this throttle, but from my understanding, electronic throttles are pretty similar in design between manufacturers, so it's worth a try because this would be way easier to deal with. I did some more experimenting with that Subaru throttle pedal, and then I did some Googling, and it turns out it just runs on a totally different voltage range for its sensors. The Volkswagen pedal, both sensors read the same voltage. The Subaru pedal, they are like opposite almost, so the Volkswagen computer just has no idea what's going on. In the meantime, this one will work just fine. Brake stuff showed up, and brakes are more important for a proper test drive than a pretty nice, shiny looking throttle. So, I'm gonna go back to the brakes. Well, hello, gooses. How you doing today? What's going on in the goose world? Oh, hi, Bjorn. Oh, you got a little toy there? Good boy. Come here. Yeah, it is a good boy. Go get it. Got the line run all the way back here. Got plenty left for the two side ones, seeing as how they only have to go to here and there. But what I need is the T fitting that I ordered. A tiny little T fitting. Pop the diesel tank off, or pop it up anyway so I can finish the wiring. I finally, after all these years, decided to get a proper set of Deutsch connectors. These are arguably the best style of automotive type wiring connectors. Well, I'm just gonna put one on the ends of the ignition switch wires so that I can have it disconnectable for all the wires that run up at the front. And then that way I can also, you know, if I change that or whatever, I can unplug it. The point is I want to use one, and I just got them, so I'm gonna use it. What I really like about these two is that the rubber thing is like already in there. The other style of plugs that I have, you have to slide it onto the individual wires before you crimp them. Also, look at that one.
That's pretty nice.
Somehow with all of these friggin' labels, there's not a single one that says ignition. Seeing as how it's only one wire that has to run to the front to trigger the relay, it'd be really kind of difficult to route one wire through anywhere without it just flopping all over the place and or getting damaged on our test drives. I'm gonna route it with these other wires that are going to the ignition. see I've piggybacked off of the wire here for the ignition, so when you turn that on, it'll send power to the computer to turn the computer on, but it'll also send power to this switch so that this won't work unless the ignition is on, so you can't just crank the engine over without it. Another nice Deutsch connector. So this one's left out because that'll just go to ground. That's just for the light on this little switch. Hook up the battery and I can see if all my wiring has worked. That's nice.
Oh, it's
Yeah, that was my bad. I forgot that I did not hook that back up. Good job, good job. Stupid. I really thought I was wiring this so that, you know, it would only come on when you turned this switch on, but that is not the case. The switch is off, which is really, really, really weird because look, this only has power from the switched side of this. That means that this pink wire has power. But what's extra weird is that the ECU doesn't turn on, or the fuel pumps, well, presumably both, don't turn on until that button's pushed. But if this has power, then what is that doing? Oh, I know. I know what's going on. This plug here is just backward. It all still makes sense, it's just that the wire colors here are reversed. Yeah, so now this doesn't have the light on. Yep, that's good. Power on, yep. Yep, and okay, perfect. That's how we want it to work. Good, I haven't ruined anything. When we first got this thing running, we determined it was only running on 3 cylinders, and I swapped around injectors and determined it was a bad injector. So I ordered some used ones for like $220. I got 4 used injectors, which means I have spares, and one of them's bound to be good. All right, injector's in. Let's see if it sounds like it's running on all 4 cylinders again. Should be pretty obvious. Oh yeah, that sounds way smoother. Standing right in front of the exhaust. Well, that's better. Now I just have to weld a few things, namely this bracket that holds the return to center rear steer thing in place. That broke off because it just had 2 tiny tacks. And I never did get back to the radiator, but that's okay. I having it hang there while I was working on the rest of the stuff. I got used to the way it looks and I like it. Plumbing that all in will be a next week problem. Go over things, just tighten a few bolts. I was gonna try and adjust the steering a little bit. That's where the return to center sensor thing thinks straight is. Step 1, get the ram centered. have the ram centered. That's the starting point. Now I need to make sure the wheels are pointed straight. All of this is going to change when I finalize ride height, but I'm just trying to get it ballpark so that when I go to drive it, it goes in kind of a straight line.
Look at all those chickens!
They're like, we're not chickens. What are you talking about? Another thing I figured I might as well do before we drive this is hook up the boost control solenoid here. There's 3 hoses on it. I just needed to know where they went. So I found the diagrams. This one goes to like the air box, just gets fresh air. So right now we don't have an air box. That can just go to atmosphere at the moment. And this one goes to the actuator. So I found a little already existing bolt on the side of the engine here, or bolt hole rather, that works for mounting that. I'm just gonna hook everything up and then we'll have proper boost, hopefully. Well, that took a few minutes to figure out where all the hoses were supposed to go, and then also find a routing for said hoses and an adapter, because the port on the vacuum pump is much larger than this hose because it's also designed to go to a brake booster, which we don't have. There is a chance we'll need one, but not very likely. And even if we did, a hydro boost would probably make more sense. Tidied up, looking good. Boost solenoid is mounted. Everything's sorted except for this end here that's supposed to go to the low pressure side of the intake just for fresh air. I also still need to have the crankcase vent here. I need to plumb that into something. I'm just gonna put all 3 of these switches in there. And I really can't think of why I would need more than 3 switches. Last night I had some inspiration and I made this switch panel all nice,
cool,
nice and fancy.
You sent me a picture of it and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. I was thinking of things I could put here, and I thought about putting like, you know, what the switches are for in the aluminum cut out, but it wouldn't be big enough. Like,
oh yeah, it would have been hard.
It would have been
detail.
Yeah, and also like it's pretty obvious. Big red button is start, you know. And then these are just 3 auxiliary switches that right now I'm not even going to put the wires on the back of them. They'll just be, you know, there for future stuff. I'm just going to see if I can have a piece of heat shrink that'll go over the back side of that too. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Pretty much waterproof now.
Alright, I think the fans are trying to tell us something.
Uh-oh.
Just judging by how this package smells.
Smells?
I think it's soap.
Oh.
I think
That's hilarious.
I think they're trying to tell us something. It smells good.
Yeah, it
Let's
does.
see.
Oh, yeah, it's like a... Oh, that's a citronella soap. It's probably like mosquito repellent. That's what it smells like to me.
Better late than never. Anyway, this can be put on wet or dry. Hope it works well for you.
I think it's mosquito repellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If you smell it, it smells like a mosquito candle. Like, it's definitely citronella, so it's like a
Oh.
natural mosquito repellent. That
Awesome.
makes sense. It's, you know, with all the mosquitoes up at the other property.
Good.
Oh, somebody made us some little keychains.
Oh, the Diggin' Life. I love that logo.
This one's really good too.
Yeah, it really is. Especially how Cindy's working again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, own a hot sauce manufacturing company in West Palm Beach called Sauce Crafters.
Look at that. They put our logo on it. It's our Flamingo premium hot sauce.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
We gotta find something to put that on.
Roasted red pepper hot sauce? Oh man, we all love hot sauce. That is awesome. Colon cleaner. Hot sauce. Elixir of capsaicin extremis. Flushing agent. Original formula.
This is just... It just
yeah, it's pretty nice.
totally soothes the steampunk vibe of the rest of the thing.
It soothes the vibe. Huh?
You know what diesel punk is, right, Edwin?
No, I never saw that.
It's like a.
It's like steampunk,
It's
but
like steampunk, but diesel punk.
Really?
It's a real thing.
Well, this is definitely diesel punk.
it is literally diesel punk. It's a diesel. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
This is a big moment for us.
Yeah. It's a very exciting moment. Oh man, this switch panel is so satisfying.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Work.
It sounds so good for not having any exhaust. You just hear the turbo whistle.
You know what's crazy is how much louder the turbo is once I hooked up the boost solenoid.
Really?
Well, because it was just opening the wastegate all the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
It kind of doesn't feel real that we've hit this moment after so many months. It's like ridiculous, dude.
It feels like you're going to die. To see it all together working and sounding.
It sounds so good. How's it feel so far?
Amazing. And it sounds even better.
Oh, yeah.
I love the when you let off.
Dude, when you were coming straight at us, it was like, what are we looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't even see you. Not just your face. Like, all of you can't even see when it's coming at you.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even consider the blind spot the whole time. Like, I never went, oh, I can't see where I'm going. The main thing is, I can't tell what the rear tires are doing. I bought some mirrors to mount here, because having to look back to see what they're doing every time.
Yeah.
Because the return to center thing is great, but the push-pull cable I used wasn't long enough, so it tore itself apart and it's not accurate anymore.
Oh.
Even after just like 2 cycles,
Okay.
it just got, so if you hit that, you're not going straight. And if your rear, the front doesn't have much angle, so if the rear's even a little bit off, you're going all sorts of different directions. The weirdest thing is how much it moves up and down as you throttle, because of the weird
the
suspension.
whole,
Oh man, it's so good. And the transmission works too, it even shifts. It sounds so good. Way quieter than most things I build. That's because turbos are actually mufflers. The brakes are great. I have all this adjustability built into it, but just first try, they're perfect. Also, I mean, you could just take it for a spin too if you want.
Wow. What a machine. Oh, it turns so easy.
Yep.
What a machine, man. This is so trippy. Yeah, you need to turn a lot to get it to actually turn. Wow.
Yeah, the blind spot isn't really a thing. You can just see where you're going. Oh, the turbo sounds great too.
That is quite the craft that you've made, Ethan.
It's definitely the most ridiculous thing I've built yet. This does not feel like real life.
Yeah, it's like when I picked up our trailer with your giant excavator,
Uh-huh.
and you can tell like I could move mountains with this machine.
Oh, it has so much torque because it's geared
Yeah.
so low.
And
Like,
you're just like piddle paddling the throttle, and you're just like, wow. You're like, I could climb places with this machine. This is what is
Yeah.
straight, because this moves, you move, the rear moves. This is the only thing that stays like
straight. Yeah.
this is straight for the vehicle, is whatever direction this is facing.
Just so ridiculous. I really need a better throttle though, because I mean, obviously that's the plan. But this one's so awkward. Every time I hit like a bump, my foot slips off of it. But
Frederick's happy with how this test drive went.
Oh, Frederick! What do you think?
it's got to be one of our first test drives where nothing broke. Also, this thing's got to be one of our most fuel-efficient machines we've ever built too. Because there was not much diesel in the tank. I figured we'd run out like almost immediately. Because it leaks, so a lot of it leaked out because I, haven't taken it apart to seal it yet.
Yeah.
I bet on a full tank, this thing would go for like days worth of driving.